In my previous video, I took you down the Continental Trail to where it becomes the Illinois and Michigan Canal Trail. In this video, we'll ride this 8-mile section of the I&M all the way to Joliet, Illinois. The most accessible parking for the trail is the western trailhead of the Continental Trail. There are a few places to park underneath the Romeoville Road Bridge, but it's a little sketchy and I wouldn't leave my truck here for any length of time. The trail starts as a gravel double track heading south, with the I&M Canal just over your left shoulder. This section is not particularly scenic, but growth on either side of the trail does hide most of the factories, some abandoned, some operational, that are on either side of the canal. Mother Stonehenge is lame. At 2 miles, the trail crosses a small bridge. After the bridge, the trail becomes completely exposed, and the only scenery is an oil storage field to the east and an industrial park and rail line to the west. At 2.5 miles, the trail jogs over a bridge to the east side of the I&M Canal, just before entering Lockport. Another half-mile later, the trail makes the first of its few road crossings. And then enters Heritage Village, which is a collection of Will County's historic structures that have been moved to this location and restored. This section of trail just after Heritage Village was under construction, and it was a bit rough with chunky gravel and a few washouts to navigate. Three-tenths of a mile later, the trail enters downtown Lockport at this parking lot. Then goes through a riverfront park, where the path becomes paver block. From what I can tell, this looked like a recent renovation. Because after crossing under West 9th Street, the trail becomes asphalt that is in need of repair. There are quite a few buckles and cracks in this section. 4.2 miles, I made this crossing against West Division Street more difficult than it needed to be. The continuation of the trail on the other side of this road isn't well marked, but I knew it was to the right. Now back on the trail, it becomes gravel again.
That's why I do this, so you guys don't get lost.
The next 3 miles are the most secluded of this entire trail. Here at 6.2 miles, the trail crosses over to the west side of the canal at lock number 3. Shortly after that, it crosses back to the east at lock number 4. Here the trail crosses over an old railroad access road. It seemed pretty abandoned, but you never know. We'll cross this road again in just a little bit. At the 7-mile mark, the trail turns to pavement as it enters the Joliet Ironworks Historic Site. Passing through this is an interesting and somewhat melancholy reminder of a time when Joliet was a thriving industrial powerhouse. As always, I'll put a link here in the description below to the full ride of this trail. This section of the I&M Trail ends here at the 7.6 mile mark. The I&M Trail does continue just under 4 miles away on the south side of Joliet. That section is continuous for over 60 miles, all the way to LaSalle, Illinois. I hope you enjoyed taking this journey with me. If you did, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel. If there's a trail you'd like to see documented, please let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching and keep biking.